Alrighty, so first episode of The Living Room. Well, actually, not really the first. We actually started this in 2018.
Yeah.
And
2017.
It was 2017?
2017.
Are you serious?
So it's been 3 years.
Whoa, dang. So 2017, we had some episodes, but then, it just didn't come out. I did post like 2 of them, but I deleted them. And now we're just back and, just having raw, authentic, real
conversation.
Yeah, real conversation.
No sugarcoating here.
Yeah, this is what, we guys, we talk about, behind closed doors. Yeah. So discretion to if ladies are listening to this,
just know I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep 100.
Bro, look at his swag, bro.
Yeah, you already know this beard. This is God right here. This is God.
I'm trying to all Jesus. But
yeah.
All right.
Honestly, just get some, some oil.
That's what I've been doing.
Oil, but go fast, pray over it, and just
Yeah. That's an anointed beard. Okay, so I just wanted to ask, bro, why are relationships so hard?
Honestly, I don't know why. I don't know the answer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dang, even just answering it is hard.
Yeah, bro.
I think they're hard, especially as Christians, is because honestly, they're different for everyone.
Exactly.
We honestly just don't know where to start.
Right.
So why do you think they're hard?
Like, yeah, I know, bro. We've had this conversation so many times. Like, I believe the problem comes when we make Christian relationships a monolith. So each and every one, we try to put a method to each and every person's relationship, like the same method, which like, see, you're in a relationship, I'm not. But like, if I am, to get in one, I can't use like your method in your relationship to mine because we're different. We're human beings, just like our relationship with God. Nobody's relationship with God is the same way.
No, that's
you can't attack people in the same way because God is personal to them. So in the same way, magnify that with the relationship with 2 human beings, bro. Like, that's where I start with why it's so hard, because you actually have to like get to a point where you actually, put it to their situation. You feel me?
Yeah, I like that you said that, because like I feel a lot of the times is that we try to put other people's input and boundaries into our own relationship.
Facts, bro.
And we have to remember, like you said, that everyone's relationship with God is different. Everyone's relationship is going to be different. What I can do in my relationship, you may not be able to do. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like we need to stop thinking that. We need to stop looking at other people's relationships and see it as a model relationship for my relationship. Because honestly, you're going to set yourself up for failure.
Facts, bro.
So I know for my relationship right now, I'm just saying, I tell myself that I'm not going to look at other people's relationships because I don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
Yeah.
I'm just going to allow my mentors and my close friends come in and put the advice they need to put in,
Yeah.
So obviously, like as Christians, we need people in our relationships. We need a church in there.
Yeah.
So, and for me also is like, it's just stressful looking at other people, and feeling like you're doing it wrong. Because at the end of the day, it's like nothing can really be done right.
Yes.
I mean, things can be done right under Christ.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like it's going to look messy. But I think that's the beauty of it. Is now you can put Christ at the center and knowing that He can perfect it.
Bro, that's so good, bro. I think the comparison game kills relationships, like especially with the Christian relationship, those
Instagram.
I know you hate those.
No, for real, Instagram. People stay looking at like who's a. Should I say name?
No, don't say names.
I ain't gonna say names. But no, for real, that's the thing. It's like Instagram, Twitter. You see people post their relationships. They post like these trips. Post like people say asking people like to date them now, like proposals, like but it's not like for wedding, but like to date, like
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen those posts where the guy will like ask this girl like putting like petals on her bed, like saying, "Will you be my girlfriend?" Like,
yeah, that's stuff.
I mean, like that stuff does not make sense. Like, let's be real, it makes no sense. Just to date someone,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe marriage, but some people expect that. They see that now, and they expect
they expect it. Yeah,
and it's like,
I feel that.
Yeah, like you don't need that, you know. And for me, as believers, we have to remember that dating is a period when we're evaluating this person to see if there's someone we want to marry.
Exactly.
You know, it's not. And with intentions, you know, like I said, to marry them. So it's not like you're going to marry them right there and then. So you don't have to be doing things that you need to do for your wife or with the person you're dating.
Facts.
You don't have to do that. You know Facts. And sometimes I feel like social media now paints that picture where it's like, if you're not doing this, then you're doing it all wrong.
Then you're doing it wrong. Yeah. So I think that's where we're gonna clarify on, because I mean, if you can do whatever you want, that's your business. Yeah. Like, you know, if that's how you want. But if it's to really, like, you know, make this the expectation for everything, like, that's just utter ridiculousness and like that's nonsense. I loved one point, and I wanna hone in on that. Dating is not actually clarified in the Bible. It's not clarified. When we look in the Bible, it's literally someone gets, you know, someone sees somebody and they get married.
Or someone's family goes to another town to bring someone. Like, it's not. There's no evidence of dating in the Bible.
Yeah.
So what we can do now, you know, as believers in this day and age, is just use wisdom and discernment when we're going into relationships. You know, y'all, I'm just gonna be real with you. I don't like the term courting. Honestly, I don't like the term. I see why.
Tell them why you don't like the term courting.
Oh, why you do that to me?
No, like,
it's like a 16th century term. Like, it's not. It's first off, the Bible doesn't say courting. I honestly, like, we're in 2021. Why would I say courting?
You know why I think courting is corny. That term is so corny. And second of all, I think it's just, like, for me, like, I think it's just Christians, like, trying to be so opposite of the world that they force it because
dating has a negative connotation.
Yeah,
which I see why, you know, some people say it has a negative connotation. But let's be real. What we're doing as believers when we're with someone who isn't our spouse, we're dating them.
Exactly.
We're taking them out. We're getting to know them.
Facts.
For me, I look at dating as, and it's so funny because I had this conversation with my sister today, and we're just talking about dating and courting and all that stuff. And I said that I look at dating as getting to know someone and seeing that if I want to marry this person one day, you know, seeing if they have the qualities of a future spouse.
Exactly.
That's how I see dating.
Yeah.
I'm not dating just to date, just for the fun of it. You know.
And you know, dang, I want to say something so controversial right now, but.
Oh, say it.
Should I say it?
Say it.
I think listen to my whole point here. Listen to my whole point. I think as Christians we can superimpose marriage on a dating relationship.
Yes, we can.
I get the point. I get the point that you have the intention to get married, but we are not married. Yeah. So we need to evaluate if this is going to work. Yes. And then if it doesn't happen, cool. Shake, we cool. You feel me? It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. No. Because we superimpose marriage on a dating relationship, that's why it feels as though when you break up, you divorce someone, and it becomes super awkward, and now you can't be brothers and sisters in Christ because now you guys were, and I fell into this trap too. Yes, we have the intent to marry, but I'm not superimposing that on the relationship. I'm not going to act like you're my wife. You're not my wife. Yeah. I'm going to be like, this is a person that I'm with. You know, loyalty is there and stuff like that. But that's why we set boundaries, because if this doesn't work, then hey, we got to know that did we come out better as human beings in Christ, or whatever. Yeah. So yeah.
And I like that you said. I feel like a lot of Christian relationships do that, but also non-believers do that in their relationships as well. Like they give each other benefits that they should be only giving their spouse benefits.
Exactly.
Let's be real.
Facts.
Like, not just sex, but also like, sleeping over at each other's houses, like being really emotionally involved.
Exactly.
I'm not saying like you need to be emotionally involved in some capacity. Yeah. But just pouring their whole heart out, like revolving the whole world around that person, which. Well, when in marriage, your world shouldn't be revolved around your, your spouse. Like they're included in your world, but your world should be revolved around Christ. But at the same time, it's like we shouldn't. I mean, at the same time, non-believers do the same thing as us young believers. That we try to give people benefits that we should only give our future spouse.
Future spouse.
Yeah, and I think it just goes down to everyone's just trying to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Even me myself, I've done that. You know? I've given benefits to past relationships that I should have gave to my wife one day.
Yeah.
And it's just a learning. You learn from it. You give yourself grace. Because some things have happened. I've given myself grace.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've given myself grace, but it's just one of those things that we don't have the answer. But I think that's the good thing, especially as believers, that we can look to Christ.
Yeah.
That we can look to Christ and say, hey, like we both know we want to set Christ as the foundation of this relationship.
Yeah.
Now, in our own personal walks, let's grow individually and continue to grow and bring that back into the relationship. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Bring that back into a relationship, and that together we grow towards Christ. That's the thing. Marriage is Oh, I gotta get my phone out.
Go hard, bro.
I'm reading this book by Timothy Keller called The Meaning of Marriage, and he said one thing that was really, really good. Let me see. I have a bunch of quotes in here. I have a bunch. Y'all gotta look. Just continue to talk. I gotta look through it real quick. Yeah.
Just while he's looking at that. So yeah, that's what we kind of see is that dating is for two individuals. And we're talking about in a Christian context, so you are to be with another person that is a believer, and you guys are evaluating, is this someone that I can spend the rest of my life with? And the reason why we go away from the sexual intimacy and stuff like that, because sex and all that stuff plays a minuscule part in a marriage. You're literally like hanging out with this person that almost all the time. So for me, my thing is the way low key I will kind of know is like, do I actually like chilling with you? Like, true. Are you a person I actually like to talk to? Like, does our conversations, like, is it forced or is it like natural? Like true. What we having now? Like, is it, can we talk about things that, socially and things like, can we talk, and stuff like that? But
I'll share this at the end. I think this is the perfect way to end it. Okay. But I actually want to talk about that. What you just talked about real quick is that's so important because look, we can't vibe. We can't be together. No, for real. Like, if I cannot joke around you, bro. Be myself,
yes, bro.
Like, just make any type of joke. Like, I can't be with you, and that's so important. Like, first off, your purpose needs to align with each other. Yes, you need to make sure that you're equally yoked. Yes. But I also you need to make sure you can vibe together.
Exactly.
You make sure this person is someone that you can talk to.
Facts.
Talk about different issues. Like, you just don't want. I mean, they're meant to be your best friend. You know? And this is the thing I heard, that just because someone is a Christian doesn't mean they're meant for you.
Say that again. Say that again.
Just because someone's a Christian does not mean they're meant for you.
Thank you.
Does not.
I'm not marrying you just because you claim Christianity. You have whatever Jeremiah 29 or whatever.
We speak of scoreboard. He's skimming it.
We're talking
about tongues and all that. But if I cannot vibe with you, I can't be with you.
Exactly.
I can see that you love Christ, but if I cannot just joke with you,
bro, I
cannot.
It can't happen, bro. It can't. It just can't. Yeah. Like, let's be real.
I can't be real around you. I just can't do it. Like, let's be real. Like, you can't do it. Because for me, it's like, I want to marry my best friend. I mean, granted, I understand there are going to be days we don't like each other. I mean, that's the reality. But at the same time, it's like, I want to make sure that, together, that we can grow together. Make each other look more like Christ.
Facts.
Laugh with each other. Yeah. Go out with each other, like whatever it is,
look fly together. You feel me?
Fly together, for real. Because I'm not walking out of the house. Look, I'm walking out of the house with my beard shaped up. You can't come out looking like
the European painting of Virgin Mary.
Look, we got Mary and Martha. Like, nah, we ain't doing that. Mary Magdalene, like, nah, we're not doing that. Look, I don't need no we call it. I'm not trying to see no biblical time looking women walking with me, No, for real. I'm being real. Bro, you are cool, bro. I'm being real. Look, I want you to have a servant's heart by who's the one that served? Was it Mary the one that served?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Was it Mary the one that served?
That served what?
Jesus, the one that was serving the bones was busy. Mary,
so Martha was in the kitchen, and Mary was sitting at his feet.
Sitting at his feet. I want my wife to be able to sit at the feet of Christ like Mary.
Yeah.
But I don't want her to look like Mary. Like, I want her to. Sorry. Her heart, yes. Physical nature, no. Like, nah. Can't do that.
Bro, you a clown, bro.
Look, you can sit at the feet of Mary.
Bro, this man's a clown, bro.
You can sit at the feet of Christ. So I want her to sit at the feet of Christ. Like, that's so important. I want you to have a heart like Mary.
Oh, shoot, like bro.
Don't physically do not look at her, please. But Mary could be beautiful. Who knows?
You never know, bro.
Yeah, I know. She could be a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
But, during that time, when it was dressed in, like, don't be looking like that.
So going on that, what are some non-negotiables for you?
So I wouldn't say that's a non-negotiable because you can work with.
You can work with.
I can work with that. But a non-negotiable for me, obviously, like, you must be a believer.
Yeah, for sure.
That's number one. Another big for me, you need to love to serve.
Facts.
Like, that's what I like to serve. So I really want to be with someone that loves to serve. And for me, like, I want kids.
Okay.
So that's a big thing for me. Like, you need to want to have children. The amount of children doesn't really matter, but you need to want children. And sorry to say, this is me personally, y'all. You need to know how to cook.
Bro, you about to get some flack.
I mean,
I feel you. It's just personal. It's personal.
Look, and I'm not saying that, like, I cook. I do cook.
Yeah, you do cook. Yeah,
I cook. So I want to be able to be with someone who can cook as well.
Yeah.
Know? Because honestly, I'll be real with y'all. I do believe in traditional values.
Yeah.
I do believe as a man that I want to be able to provide for my family.
Exactly.
And me and my girlfriend talk about this.
Yeah.
I don't mind her staying at home.
Yeah, I feel you.
I don't mind her taking care of the children.
I feel you.
We both believe in those things. So for us, as like, I want her to be able to cook for our children.
I feel you.
I want to be able to come home from work and have like a cooked meal. Like,
yeah.
But that doesn't mean I'm not going to cook for her.
And plus, like, honestly, we're in the age of YouTube. Like, you can look
true.
up how to, like, how to cook and
yeah.
stuff.
And that means, like, I'm going to cook for her too. I'm going to cook for my kids. It's not like
I'm
not going to cook. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, he's a stand up guy. Like, yeah, he's bro. Any girl will be, the girl you have is lucky,
Yeah.
and you lucky to have her. So, well, for me, I feel like for me, honestly, like an intellectual. She has to be. She can, like, she has sense, bro. Like, we can talk, and like when I'm sitting down with her and we're talking, like, I'm just like, dang, like, yo, I never saw things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, a person like, okay, you know how people, because of the person, I guess God has called me to be, they have this model type of woman. That they picture for me. He knows, like, everybody.
So, they be holding this guy to a higher standard.
Too much, bro. Like,
no, like, I mean, all they see is preacher. Let's be real, but you be preaching.
Yeah, but but I'm just a guy, who likes to pack ministries. You feel me? So, but I don't. No offense, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Because I know that that's gonna look good outside, but it's not gonna be cool inside.
So that's the thing too. It's like, forget what looks like. Forget about outside.
Yeah,
that.
Let's be real.
Let's talk about what's going to happen in the inside. Like,
I'm not the one. You're not going to bed with me. Like, no, I'm going to bed with this person every single day, bro.
So that's the thing. Is like, we need to. For me, it's like when I have a girlfriend right now. But like, one of the biggest things was like really being with someone. It was saying like, who are they like inside? Yeah. Because you can see the outside. But who are they inside? Like, what's their personality like? Goes back to the vibe, like vibing with someone. Like what's their personality like? Who like you see, like, what makes them laugh? Like, what makes them discuss? Like, all the things,
bro.
And you see more of that in marriage, like, But it's like all the different characteristics stuff that makes them human. I want to see that. You know what I'm saying? And I want her to see that in me too. I don't want her to see just an outside person, Because I know for me too, like, people can see my Instagram, they see me in person, and granted, I am a man of God.
Yes, bro, you are.
Yeah, so I believe I'm a man of God.
Man of God, Daniel.
So, but the thing is, like, I have my bad days too. I want her to be able to see that.
I
want her to see the good days too. Like, I want her to see all of that.
Yes, sir.
And know what she's getting herself into. You know what I'm saying?
So we have 15 seconds left, and I'm gonna just cancel this. We're gonna end. I want to actually end on what is something that you believe that you need to work on, and I'll be open and transparent on things I need to work on, to be better men for the future woman that we by God's grace marry. So I mean, you can take some time to think about it.
Yeah.
But
So for me, a lot of it is like, this is actually a good question, because like some of them are like personal stuff, But honestly, just for like, I feel like for all men, we can get better at this. It's like self-control.
Oh, that's such a good.
That's
one.
the biggest one.
That's a good
like,
one.
And me and my girlfriend talk about that. And for me, it's like really being able to know that, because I think it's in Timothy that it says that a pastor should have like self-control.
Yes, when he's talking about who can be the role of an elder. Yeah. So he talks about
I look at that as as a man too.
That's good.
Family,
that's good
because you're leading your family.
Yeah.
And a mentor of mine told me that you're the pastor of your family.
Oh my gosh, that's really good.
And I was like, wow, that's
so good.
And that's one of the things that you should be self-controlled.
Yeah,
that, like, when leading your family, you must be self-controlled.
Yeah.
Because granted, like, I don't want a situation to come up and I hurt my family. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's good.
And I think as young men now, because I mean, I'm 24, and that's something I feel like a lot of us can work on. You know?
Yeah.
So,
bro, self-control is so good. I say personally for me, being able to share, like, I guess every person I've been with, before this and stuff like that, they've had this problem with me. And it's just the way I've always been ever since I was a kid. I'm a private person. Yeah. That's just how I am. Even my parents, like, even I remember one time my mom, when I was a kid, she was like, why don't you like to share with us? Like, I can be a person, I can be locked up in a room and I'll be cool. Like, I need to definitely work on being able to express what the communication aspect, my communication and all that stuff. Like, and it's just, I don't know if it's that Ninja guy in me or whatever it is.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But, it's hard. You know what I'm saying?
My mom used to say the same thing. She used to be like, you're too secretive.
Oh, yeah.
But honestly, low-key wasn't being secretive because she didn't need to know all my business. Just being real.
Yeah.
Just being real. But, no, I understand, because for me too, like, communicating can be hard.
Yeah, it's so hard.
And being open and honest. And I'm actually learning that now. Like, this is actually the first relationship where I'm really learning how to be open and honest. Yeah. Because in the past, I wasn't. And I saw it bite me in the back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, holding things in is just not good. And like, you want to be on those. They want to know too. They want to help you. Yeah. So, and that's the thing. They really want to be there for you. So, yeah, I think that's really big, and I think that's a big thing for men, for majority of us men, For
sure.
Because sometimes it doesn't look masculine to share your feelings.
That's true.
And, I mean,
well, then again, to some people, because we have to, because people have a stereotype of what masculine, feminine is.
That's true. Well, I mean, at least for me, it's like, growing up, I haven't always been the most, like, people always perceive me as the most masculine guy. So it's like, I was to share my feelings is now people see me more as feminine. Yeah. So it's like, now let me bottle it up so people can see more as masculine. Bro. And now it's like, now I'm really learning how to share my feelings and allow people to, allow my girlfriend to know that, hey, that this is what I'm going through. Yeah. This is, what I've been through. And, she's willing to listen, and she's just, I think that's a great thing about God, that God wants us to grow in that area. Obviously don't share too much because you're still dating. Yeah. And some things should be reserved for your wife. If that it ends up, being that. But I mean, I feel like for men, we just need to learn how to be open, honest, and just be vulnerable. Bro. And this can also apply to relationships, like our relationships with other males too. So
good. Let's end off on that quote that you wanted to talk about.
So, well, I don't think I'm going to go too in depth about it, but it's basically Timothy Keller just explained the gospel, and he says two things. First off, he said the gospel is this: we are more sinful and flawed in ourselves than we ever dare to believe. Yet at the very same time, we are more loved and accepted in Jesus Christ than we ever dare to hope. Then he says that the reason that marriage is so painful and wonderful is because it is a reflection of the gospel, which is painful and wonderful at once. And I really thought this was good because, like, we are so sinful, just think about that. Yeah. I'm gonna break it down. We're so sinful and flawed in ourselves than we ever dare to believe. So it's like, you're sinful, I'm sinful. Like, in a relationship, we're both sinful, but we come together to make each other look more like Christ. Yes. And he goes on to say that the reason that marriage is painful yet wonderful because it's a reflection of the gospel. You know, the gospel of Christ came and denied himself in a relationship, or let's just say marriage. In marriage, we come and we deny ourselves.
So good. So good.
And that's the crazy thing. We deny ourselves for the sake of the other person, you know. And that's why people say that marriage allows you to look more like Christ.
Exactly.
So I think that's the biggest thing, that as believers, we need to grow in our relationship with Christ and continuously grow, even when we're in a relationship with our significant others.
Facts.
Because like one day we hope to marry this person,
right?
And through that, we want to reflect Christ. We want to help each other reflect Christ, and it's going to be painful, but in the end, it's going to be glorious. So and that's the thing, you know. For Christ, you think Christ being on the cross was easy? It was painful. Yeah. But in the end, it was glorious. He gets all the glory.
Yes,
that's what marriage does. It gets all the glory.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, y'all, that's the living room. Man, that's our living room discussion for today. We love y'all. And, you know, see y'all, by God's grace, with the next episode. All right, y'all. Peace.
Ooh, they see the way we dress. Ooh, ooh. Don't got no time for stress.